Thank you so much, Leah. I want to take this opportunity first to thank the Wellness Universe, Leah, of course, for putting on such an amazing and heartfelt presentation for this time of year here in the world, especially when you're navigating through grief. It is a time of uncertainty, ebbs and flows, and a lot of anxiety and pressure. So for that, to get any types of tips and tools in our little toolbox is always an amazing, fulfilling gift. So thank you so much. Um, I wanted to take an opportunity to introduce myself. I know that Leah did it earlier, but I am Rachel Vasquez. I am a grief warrior, and I am also a business owner, a senior partner here at the Wellness Universe. I also am a mother of four children who are absolutely amazing. And of course, everyone says that about their kids, but I also believe that and very blessed to have that in my own children. I am also a widow. And through that journey, I have explored and found a lot of different things. I have opened up my heart, my mind, um, and my soul to a whole new level of love, discovery, and pain and grief as well. So there's always those polarities. I have become through this journey a Reiki master through a few years of study and practice. I'm an all faiths ordained minister. So I walk alongside people of all faiths, all inclusivity, regardless of what they believe, who they worship, how they worship. I'm there to stand as a confidant and a support. Also, I am a quantum living advocate. So I believe in energy and frequency. So I use those tools a lot in my practice as well, along with giving soul guidance and attention to creating those next steps throughout your grief journey. You starting out at the beginning where you're hoping and trying to heal. And then as you go down a little further the path, things start to open up a little more, and that's when you start to grow and look at what's coming next and what do I want to do with those things. So depending where you are in your grief journey, the holiday time can look a little different and can be very scary and filled with some anxiety and emotions that come up, and ways that you're not really sure maybe how to maneuver those challenges. So my intention is to share a little more about my story and give some tips of things that I, along with a lot of my clients and widows, friends, use to get us through this beautiful time of year, but also a very sentimental and painful time as well. So, along with that, I am a certified bereavement educator and support guide. And I'm also a community advocate for the Modern Widows Club. So I do a lot of work, and it is a passion of mine to bring these tools and education to everyone, including people who have lost a spouse or a significant loved one, and also to the supporters of the people who are feeling the grief and moving through those times. Now, a few things that I wanted to mention is when you are going through the holiday times, and my husband, of best friend of 23 years, father of my three beautiful children, and a bonus father to my oldest daughter, he was killed in a motorcycle accident. The driver was a minor and was also under the influence. So his accident did happen over Thanksgiving Day weekend, and he later passed away transitioned a week after that. So the holiday season for me also brings up a lot of the anticipatory grief what that looks like in my family, and how we head on, take those challenges head on. So, with that being said, the holiday time can bring up a lot of anxiety, emotions. You're suddenly missing and noticing the empty seats at the table. Um, a lot of the things that you may have done with a partner, or somebody who's dear to you, would be like shopping or participating and having a lot of those holiday traditions and just really being present in your life. And that when you're walking into the time of year where everyone is clinking glasses and singing ode to the joy of the world, you are feeling alone. You're trying to put on your brave face. And when that happens, a lot of times we end up, um, overcompensating, going and buying a lot of presents for your, if you're a parent, for your children. How does that show up? Do they believe in Santa? If that is your faith, what type of parent are you? Going to all of the school events? Are you, running and spinning your wheels and lighting the candle at both ends? Are you somebody who is feeling the need to, continue to host those holiday parties and those big family dinners, so you feel like you still have to show up to those obligations and create this, image that everything is great? And that can ring true if you're very new in your grief, all the way through the point of, where you're a little more seasoned and have learned how to maneuver those things. But then you come with new challenges, family members, um, asking you, if you're ready to start dating, how far along you're coming, how are you doing really? A lot of questions that you just may not feel like answering, or overwhelmed with those instances. And I'd like to share with you, um, and offer you permission to go ahead and say no. You don't have to commit yourself in the way that you used to. You can take time in whatever way that that looks like, and allow yourself the space, to do what feels right for you. And the first thing that I would do is recommend, if you make a list of all the things that are very important to you, to your family, and to what you want to do out of this season, and really get ruthless with how that wants to be presented. If you enjoy a Christmas tree and the act of picking one out, or maybe you have one, that you can use all the time that's in your closet, bringing it out, decorating it, playing some music, putting on some hot cocoa, whatever it is that brings you that joy to do together with your family. And that may be you working by yourself, or bringing in children if you have children, or extended family. But whatever it feels right in you and in your heart, just do that. And maybe you don't put the pressure on yourself to buy the big inflatables, or put those up outside and run extension cords and Christmas lights, things, that might be a little more cumbersome, things that, aren't, at the top of that to-do list, and just release that. Let that go. Because what's important right now is that you're giving yourself the love, the kindness, and the tenderness to just create what's easy. Because you don't have to show up to other people's expectations at this time. Giving yourself the permission to say, I have the capacity to do this without overextending my emotions, my finances, and, whatever that else looks like to you. Another thing at this time of year is honoring your loved one. Um, it is the biggest thing in the room when when you walk in and you have holiday music, and everyone, as I said before, seems to be happy and filled with joy, and you're missing your person. And when you have that type of loss, you want to do something in remembrance. And I encourage you to find what works for you, what works for your family. We have a tradition of writing memories down and putting them into a memory jar. And at those special occasions, we pull one out at a time and we read them, laughing, crying, and just embracing those past moments. You may also want to light a candle, and putting up like a little photograph near there, and keeping like those favorite holiday dishes. So if there's something that you used to make all the time and that's special and has meaning, put that meaning first and put those into place. Also, don't forget to do things that honor new traditions, because you are creating a new space. And as difficult as that is, it does look different than any other years in the past. So honor that and allow new traditions to come open. We always drove around the neighborhoods listening to Christmas music and rating the holiday decorations throughout our city. And that was something that brings us great joy. But now we will also spend Christmas Eve, instead of doing a large dinner and something fancy, eating pizza and popcorn and watching movies. So that's our new tradition. These are the things that you need to do, showing up with compassion and love for yourself, making sure that you're filling up your own cup and checking in with yourself, finding support through friendship, community, clubs, grief support professionals, and licensed professionals as well, if that's something that calls to you. And just know that as we maneuver through these times, the work, and the heartbreak, the challenges that you are going through, I see you, I love you, and I honor you. And we are here at the Wellness Universe to offer any type of support that you may need, and extend our hands to you to embrace you and let you know you are not alone, and we can help with resources. Thank you so much.